Once upon a time, in a small village by the sea, there lived a fisherman named Marcus. He was known for his hard work and honesty. His closest friend was a man named Lucius. They had grown up together, shared their dreams, and helped each other in times of need. Marcus trusted Lucius completely. But one day, everything changed. Marcus had been saving money for many years to buy a new boat. The old one was falling apart, and he needed a better one to feed his family. One evening, he told Lucius about his savings and his plans. Lucius smiled and promised to help him find the best boat. But the next morning, when Marcus went to the place where he kept his money, it was gone. His heart sank. He searched everywhere, but the money had disappeared. Days passed, and Marcus heard rumors. People said Lucius had been seen in the market, buying expensive gifts and new clothes. Marcus did not want to believe it. How could his oldest friend betray him? He felt anger, sadness, and confusion. He wanted to scream, to confront Lucius, to demand his money back. But then he remembered the teachings of the Stoics, the wise philosophers he had read about in his spare time. Stoicism teaches that we cannot control what others do. We can only control how we react. Marcus took a deep breath and decided to think like a Stoic. First, he reminded himself that betrayal is painful, but suffering comes from our own judgments. If he let his anger control him, he would suffer more. Instead, he chose to see this as a test of his strength. He met Lucius in the village square. Lucius looked away, guilt written on his face. Marcus spoke calmly. "I know what you did," he said. "I am disappointed, but I will not let this destroy me." Lucius tried to make excuses, but Marcus stopped him. "You made a choice. I cannot change that. But I choose to move forward." Marcus did not get his money back. He had to work even harder, mending his old boat and fishing longer hours. It was difficult, but he refused to let bitterness take root in his heart. Instead, he focused on what he still had: his health, his family, and his ability to work. He remembered the words of Seneca, who said, "The bravest sight in the world is to see a great man struggling against adversity." Months passed. One stormy night, Lucius appeared at Marcus's door. He was soaked and trembling. "My house collapsed in the storm," he said. "I have nowhere to go." Marcus looked at him. The man who had stolen from him was now asking for help. For a moment, anger fled inside him. But then he thought, what would a Stoic do? He let Lucius inside. He gave him dry clothes and food. Lucius began to cry. "Why are you helping me after what I did?" Marcus replied, "Because holding on to anger only hurts me. I choose kindness not because you deserve it, but because I deserve peace." Lucius stayed with Marcus for weeks, helping him repair his boat and fish. Slowly, he began to repay the stolen money. But more importantly, he learned from Marcus's example. One evening he said, "I thought strength was in taking what you want, but you taught me real strength is in how you respond to life's blows." Years later, Marcus finally bought his new boat. It was not as grand as he had once dreamed, but it was enough. And Lucius? He became a different man, humbler, kinder. The betrayal had been painful, but it had also been a lesson for both of them. The Stoics say that every obstacle is an opportunity to practice virtue. Marcus could have spent his life hating Lucius, but by choosing forgiveness, he freed himself from the weight of anger. He proved that betrayal does not have to break you. It can make you wiser, stronger, and even more compassionate. So if you ever feel the sting of betrayal, remember Marcus. Remember that you cannot control others, but you can control yourself. Choose peace over anger. Choose growth over bitterness. That is the Stoic way.